Justice Liberty Press.
Lady Justice.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you as well. Yeah.
I don't know how it happened. I got up at 6, but somehow we still wanted to be late.
Story of my life.
Yeah, I know.
You drove a while though, didn't you? Didn't you drive?
About hours and minutes she drove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Hours and
traffic.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all want to sit so we can all sit together? Y'all want to move over here so we can all sit together?
Good vote. Okay, guys. We are here. Struck by lightning. Teresa P. Great to see you.
Yeah, this
Melissa.
morning. Yeah, this morning.
What up, guys?
No, I made her some
Gonna
breakfast,
turn you
but
around.
she had to run.
She's taught me a lot about it.
Oh, yours too?
Oh, Megan.
We are live here for MeghanWalsh. She is in court. Hey, Mrs. B. Ms. B. Yes, we're live.
You know, like a year.
Because I was just trying to get a moment.
Is she still doing the Kundalini? I don't know. I think
That
she
was not
started going to a different
nice at
church or
all.
something. I don't know if she's even doing it, but I know that.
Just trying to get eyes and ears on this
I wasn't trying
story.
to show over nothing.
That's all we.
You know,
Yeah.
I just, you know,
Hey, Tiffany.
it's okay.
I'm glad that y'all are in here. We'll see.
You know, I'm gonna ask her out. So, again, they wanted her to go by herself, right? They let her straight in this time. They didn't let her out this time.
I think she has a
Hey, Yin Yang.
court appointed.
It's great seeing you guys. Hey, Lee.
And I think he's going on to Zoom.
It's fabulous. Y'all are in here.
It's okay, then maybe he'll be a better one. We'll see. Have hope.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kay
I
Stevenson.
put all over, you know, when Anita's here, just be here.
It's Friday.
It's Friday, it's last
It
minute.
shouldn't even be taking that long. What is he?
Well, sometimes they wait in there for a while for everyone.
And there she is, and with all these bullies.
Yes, and nobody in her corner. I mean, she knows people are out here, but
It would feel better if
Yeah.
she knew her sitting there in the courtroom.
absolutely.
She knows God's wisdom.
Yes, he sees all.
Mm-hmm.
She's always right here. Yeah, I
Hey,
felt
Blue Steel.
really positive about that part of this, that God has brought us together. I know it.
Yes.
She suffered a lot, but
Thank you all
he's
for
not
being in
gonna
here
suffer.
today
Um,
to support Megan Walsh.
Others that are that, but I believe he's holding her strong. And I know just having a baby, that's terrible. To be going through all this, you know. But she's a strong woman.
We're talking.
Okay. She's a very strong lady.
She's amazing.
She is. And you guys are too, you know, that she has friends that want to show up. You know, and you have been such different stories, you know.
I guess, I don't know how to that's my thing, but
Yeah.
I gave it to her, she, to Megan, it's a lawyer, that said they have a lawyer. You see that too? Yeah. I just wanted to make sure somebody seen it.
I gave it to her.
You gave it to her, right? Yeah.
And her friend.
I also
Okay.
sent her over some information that some people were, is it,
I've been seeing
the lawyer,
traction online.
Camille Vasquez?
I haven't heard that name.
Yeah, I sent her, this is an attorney that said they can help her out of, I think.
Thanks, Sam Star. It's fabulous seeing you in here, sweetie. Hey, Banana Anna.
She's live.
Oh, okay.
Joyce McDermott.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in our community that are very, there's a lot of people in our community just really concerned about this thing.
Yeah.
Videos.
If this can happen
If
to
ever
her, it
the
can happen to any of
podcast
us.
is showing,
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how I'm keeping up
Yeah.
with what's going
They
on.
did, they tied it real easy, and then I learned how to tie them, I retied theirs,
Mm-hmm.
and, we're trying to split
I shut my phone off because
Yeah, they usually,
it doesn't matter, it always.
they do in
messes
there.
up and they get
But
mad.
like with
Thank
mine,
you,
it went
Banana
down like
Anna.
30% like that.
Oh,
And I wasn't even using it.
wow.
I had to not disturb them, and I still had a phone call through.
I've got my do not disturb on too.
Why doesn't let phone calls through still?
Well, that's weird. It's really weird.
Let me look in the settings, see if there's something good. I know one thing I can do, I can put the volume down, at least until we need it, you know what I'm saying?
Do you carry like accessories and
To
stuff?
see if they got moved.
Yeah, for
But
children.
they haven't.
Fans and all like that?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
They call me, and, you got your payment,
You know nobody's
where
furniture
it goes.
What,
You know, from the record.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We got American Amy.
That's fine.
Okay, cool, cool.
I said, American.
I'm hoping when I open the wellness center,
I'm working on it, I guess.
that, I don't know the legal, or somebody else working on that, but that people will be
Is it-
able,
Business days or?
That's how they detox you in Cali.
you know, exactly,
They detox you
exactly.
in cannabis. They don't-
Yeah, this is about MeghanWalsh. It's about
They use a high power.
CP DHS here in Florida. Nation, actually. If something like this could happen to Megan, something like this could happen to any of us, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
Cards. Me and John were trying to set something up like that here, where we could open up the recovery center.
Just to bring you all up to speed, Megan had a baby approximately a week ago.
Even before they legalized it, you know.
They
she
took
wanted to-
from her.
instead of even acting her father,
The
they
baby is
wanted
currently
to
in a foster
to get,
home
to use it, but.
currently. Her other 3 children, her parents have. Yeah, that's what I said, her other 3. She has a total of 4 kids. Her parents don't want her baby, her newborn, but they don't want her to have her newborn either. This is a tough situation for everybody involved.
Could you just imagine being babies around that whole, that whole child
Oh, yeah, that's right.
thing?
He's honey.
I told him, you know, we talked about that a lot.
Example of human services.
He's what?
Right, Blue Still?
And that's the vibe.
Hey, Joe Cool. Fabulous seeing you here. Holla, holla, holla.
He's putting together.
Thanks for jumping aboard, Joe Cool.
He's gonna credit all those channels.
Hopefully launching August, the books are done, but,
Basis.
there's so much,
And he's
you know,
gonna
that,
do it, we get some
but-
good too.
no.
And then he's gonna, try to-
Yeah, poor baby. They pulled that baby from a nursing mother. That, I mean, that child has rights to be
Well, I'm Abraham.
receiving milk from her mother, if you ask me, but.
Cool, yes, me
He has
too.
a beach house there.
Mhm.
And he works on these people. He's living on it.
Right?
And
Why be angry at anyone? They're just being, they're asleep. That's it, they don't
all
know.
the Georgia activists.
But wow, when you
They're
start
all
to
over their
know.
channel.
Because they know about it.
Yeah. Oh, is that what it is? Yeah.
It's really fabulous seeing each and every one of y'all in here. Just me, Joe Cool, Yin Yang, M Star,
There's one of these that
Melissa, Stedman.
Mm-mm.
Excalibur 1-2. Hey, I actually met this guy. It's fabulous seeing you in here.
Group and Craig and like I love
Banana Rana.
but I could not talk about people around us. Regardless of my housekeeper would come and I would be like, okay, this time I don't.
Thank you, Amstar, for jumping aboard.
And boom,
So
sure
listen
enough.
to this.
And I was just,
If they have
we
her
talked about everyone and judged everyone.
That's what we do.
It's very, very.
It's okay, it's okay. And you know what, when something really awful happened, when baby Uncle
This is the girl who got her kids kidnapped by the state, right? Yes. Well,
I was all like, oh my gosh.
her parents
This is my mindset at the time. And then
actually took her older kids. They're trying to adopt her older kids. They do not want her baby, her newborn. They do not want her to have her newborn either, for whatever reasons. There's never been anything that I can see that would warrant her children to be ripped out of her,
but you know what?
from her.
I can be that person if I allow it. Whatever they say about me, they can say. They can say whatever they want.
Thank you,
because I'm
M. Star.
not the person. They don't know me. They don't
Sure
know
appreciate
me.
that.
Yeah, because you want to do this.
Exactly, exactly. And I was so, did it, yeah.
If you guys don't mind tickling that like button, I would so appreciate it. Tickle, press, hit, smack, rub that like button.
People are dying. They're dying. And we're busy with it.
Yeah.
Did you see what she was wearing? I'm like, oh, she's sleeping with this one. And I'm like, oh, they're not gonna get sober. They're not gonna get sober. No, I still never.
Yes, you are correct. John Walsh, America's Most Wanted. That's who we're dealing with right now. John Walsh is her father, America's Most Wanted, who started the for missing and exploited children, whose son was brutally murdered about 40 plus years ago, roughly. That John Walsh. And Megan is his daughter. And there's not been any reason why all this came about other than she started asking questions about her brother's brutal death and started putting pieces together. And then her parents started treating her like she was crazy and wanting to put a conservative ship on her and took her kids and don't want her to have her baby, but they don't want her baby either. So that child's in foster care right now. There's a lot at stake here. Yeah, you'd think they'd never want to lose any of these children. Hey, thank you for the super chat, Banana Anna. Thank you. Very much appreciate that. But yeah, we're over here trying to show support, get the word out. Because if something like this can happen to Megan, something like this could happen to any of us, you know? And our children are our future. You destroy families, you destroy children, you destroy childhood, you're destroying our future. For sure, for sure. Thank y'all for being here.
With your source. And that's the momentum that's going to
Right now, she is currently
Today's good, today's good.
in the courtroom. Of course, they're not allowing us to go into the courtroom. Hey, John Smith.
Yeah, it's like, just not important.
Yes,
And you know what?
just me, you are correct. Adam was in a store, I believe it was a Sears, and supposedly he was only left for 5 minutes, but when they went back through the cameras back then, he was actually left alone for 45 minutes. Anyway, I don't really remember the whole story about all that, but he was found in Vero Beach, Florida, off the turnpike, is my understanding. And the parents actually moved from Hollywood, Florida, to Vero Beach right after that, after they found the body of Adam. It wasn't long after that they moved over here. Now, everybody handles grief differently. That is true. There's no right or wrong way to grieve. But they end up moving to a city where they found their son brutally murdered. It's a little odd. A little odd. That's just my opinion. And that's exactly what it is an opinion. Yeah. Yeah. He was found, well, a child was found beheaded. I don't know if they ever found his head or not. I don't know. I don't remember all that details, but that's how they can actually determine who a person is by the bones and everything in the human skull. That I do know. Anyway, it was a brutal murder. It really was. Anyway, MeghanWalsh thought she would be, her parents would be happy, would be proud that she was looking further into that case and trying to dig up some answers and had questions. And when she started asking those questions, this is what has transpired. Hey, ATL. How are you? Hope everybody is well this fine, beautiful day. Hey, everyone. Just getting on here, letting everybody see. I did not put makeup on today. How horrible. I'll turn you back around so you don't have to look at me. Maybe. Okay, there you go.
So it's almost like anything we go. There's 6 weeks in the house.
Yeah, we should be hearing something soon from Megan. She is in the courtroom right now.
But who are you?
They are not allowing anybody else in the courtroom with her.
Where is it that you're sending out your
Of course, we've got the judge and attorneys. Her attorney stepped off of the case a few days ago, a couple days ago. So I don't even think she has an attorney in there with her. I don't know. So this is a hard one. It's really hard. I mean, can you imagine being accused of such? I don't even know that she's being accused of anything other than being crazy, and she's not. She's. I mean, we've got videos out there where she's.
I don't agree with everything. I don't agree with everything that everybody says. I know her heart.
Social drink?
I have no problem testifying for her at court. I have been in her home. I have seen her with her children. I was gonna go into business with her. Please.
We're just gonna have to.
Oh my gosh. To see her with her children.
Yeah,
To see her with her children. I saw it from afar at church. I go to the church just to give them a big donation. When I had money, before my son had a hospital. And I'm not taking it.
It was really weird. And
Because
I'm not
money is
used to
fine,
doing that.
because every day I'm in that
I
mess
get
with
like,
this money.
looks like it
I
got
can
like
make more
90
money.
plates, but I think it would be running
And
better
there's
with.
3
And
grandchildren.
then
I
once
put
they
them in
watch the
jail.
video,
We don't do anything anyway.
I wish I
You
could
know
set
what's
up. Right.
I don't like that. I don't like who he is, but I
Right,
see
the
that he's
lawnmower, I wish
just
I'd have set it up.
sick,
Petition.
struggling, and
Instead, I set
doesn't
up
know
my
who he
YouTube
is.
page. But I wish I'd thought to set it straight to, petition.
Isn't it free? Isn't it so, what a beautiful life.
I've never seen it.
Oh,
Six bucks.
no,
Why are you so frustrated? I'm saying what people, our people. Hey guys, what's up? Hey Joe
You're
Cool.
good, peace out.
Hey M Star.
But,
What's
yeah,
up
my
guys? Hey
daughter
Jealousy.
Has raised some
Teresa.
amazing- my son-in-law has a barber shop in Savannah. He's
Carl.
had it for a long time. And,
So good to see you guys.
Yeah.
like, his
Yes.
kids come first. They're like,
David.
his
Hey.
clothes, like, no problem.
Good to
If
see you
it's his
guys.
kids, not like,
Yeah, this
they
is a
laugh
very
about
important
it, but he
story,
has a
man.
regular
This
customer,
is
so he does just fine.
very
He's
sad.
right from Captain Hiram's. He's been there for a long time. He's a very cool dude.
Looking at
There's
this.
tornadoes in
Wow.
Florida today.
Oh no.
We ran into some rain on the way up
Did
here.
you?
Yeah.
I don't know. I found out about this like in January, I think it
Because
was.
if he doesn't work, he doesn't get paid, right? At the
I'm
barber shop.
trying my best to get everybody's
He doesn't
attention,
think
and there's a
about
lot of
that. Like, I
other
had to
people too
learn.
that are trying to get
It's all
attention
about the
online.
money. All about the
Um,
Benjamins. Oh, I gotta have the right
Not
ears,
necessarily in
the
our
right jewelry,
community, but there's a few people in our community that know about it. And yeah. And then I've got to share these videos and hashtag MeghanWalsh, all one word. And it helps.
All by saying I'm humble or, oh, that's not good.
Grief.
Unless you spell it wrong like Lady Justice did. Hey,
I put 2 W's in there for.
it's okay. Oh my
It's not on
goodness. Somebody
purpose.
was in a chat room last night and they said, if her dad's John Walsh, nobody can help her beat DC up better than him. I said, but you'll understand, he's kind of the one that set the shit in motion.
That's right. Her parents.
Yeah, unfortunately. And GA, Georgia Accountability, is working on a compilation of some of Megan's past interviews and stuff. Because right now, she's not in no shape to be doing panels or interviews.
No.
She's just had a baby. Once it's been a week since she's had a baby. The baby's 8 days old, I think.
Something like that. Yeah.
Well, it's 7 plus 5. Right? Because they took the baby last Friday. Was it last Friday?
Yeah, so
I was
she's
in
12
check
days
at the
old.
time.
So about 12. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been running on very little to no sleep at times.
She's missing time. She will never get back with her infant, her newborn.
5 days old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Mommy.
And
Well, hopefully we're gonna get this baby back, and the other one, 3 too.
Oh, right.
So that's why we need you guys to share these.
it's Georgia Accountability
Patrol,
Patrol.
yes. And he's putting out like a compilation of her past, like interviews, and yeah, ripped right from the mother's breast. This is true. And thank you for dropping this link.
Yeah.
And he's gonna put that video together. He's gonna add whatever we get in there today to some of those clips. That way, when people say, "What's the story behind this?" we'll have it. Here she comes. Hey, darling.
You've got a smile on your face.
I do. We're winning.
Oh, good.
Good
This is
news.
good news.
The judge just said I was too. I was ahead of everybody else.
Oh.
That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. We're all so happy.
They moved the trial back to July.
God is good. God is good.
God is good.
God is good.
God is good.
Hug your friends.
It's so good.
I knew that smile was different.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah, the
beautiful.
babies are
We're
good.
getting progress.
I love you so much.
And her
you.
name is actually
Hey, Dr. Sean Berry.
So
It's
good.
fabulous seeing
They're
y'all in here.
trying, and to see their depravity in there, and just their hunger for the timelines, and get this done, and the money, and they're talking about the contracts. I mean, it is out in the open, you all.
awesome.
It is out, and I have gotten it all on record.
Great.
What did I say today?
Yeah. I
I
know.
said God wins.
God wins. He always does.
Always.
He always
Always.
does. He always does.
Everybody-
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all.
You're very
Yeah,
welcome,
we-
yes.
They are hurrying to get this trial done to get the kids back. I know they are.
Good.
And I have faith, and I'm gonna stick with what I've always said, that, you know, they just need, all we've ever asked was for them to do what was right.
Right.
That's it. You know, we have an issue that we all should be talking about in this country, and there are so many better ways to do it, and I'll never stop saying that, you know, we know that. So, wow.
Good news.
All right, well.
Love you, Megan.
I can't thank you guys enough, I mean,
Stop by later.
yeah, thank you. I'll see you later. I gotta come get a smoothie
Yeah,
for my
yeah.
cachava, my minerals.
Yeah, he told me where it was. I didn't.
It's
I didn't
amazing,
take care.
and Lily makes the best, the blue smoothie with cachava.
Blue
The kids
smoothie-
love it, they get all their
Blue smoothie
vitamins.
with cachava.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So I have to get.
Yeah, is she open yet?
I
Is
will,
she open
sweetie.
today? Or is
Uh,
she still in Miami?
No, I could open it.
Okay. I have to come on our way now. So, I love you, I'll message you later. Okay. Okay? I can't thank you enough.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
love you.
Whatever
I love
you
you.
need, I love you.
I'm so proud of you.
And I will stand up and speak to anyone
Thank
who
you.
needs to know what a wonderful mother you are.
Thank you.
I have seen you with your children. I was drawn to you from seeing you with your children in
Thank you.
church.
Yes, you are. Always
I
from
was
the beginning.
from head to toe.
From the beginning.
I had to get you.
Yeah.
I was like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
Yeah.
with your children. You're amazing, mother.
I love you.
Love you, an amazing human being. Yes, yes, we do.
Love you. God bless you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Together, ladies.
Yeah, you look so beautiful. I love the glasses. Come on, we got this. My
Smile,
gals.
I ain't seen you smile forever. That's awesome, guys.
Fabulous.
Lord is good. We just want everyone to do what's right. This is not a fight.
No.
It's time. It's time. God forbid John Walsh would lie, you know? God forbid. Oh, praise God. Praise God. No one can do it but him. That's for sure. We are so blessed. My children are coming home. They're coming home.
That is awesome news.
Yeah, they have to do what's right. They kept trying to fight on timeline. This woman
Megan, there is
is insane that is taking children. That's all I'm gonna say.
We're getting more attention online. The people that were down here, your friends that were down here the other day.
I just want the people to use their voice and realize their power. I mean, we have so much power with our voice and coming together. That's, you know, I hope people really
United
just
we will
want to look
stand.
into that and try it out.
You're right.
You know, try it out. And because we are not, you know, we are not indigent, we are not crazy, we are people that, you know right from wrong.
Side bed.
Do we have a intel?
Hey, cammed up caveman. Fabulous seeing you here. Thank you all for joining.
I'm gonna go to static.
You're gonna go to static.
I have to. If anybody's watching my live, you can hear me. Go to Lee Justice Liberty Press's live, please.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna turn my whole phone off. They'll go to static.
So what she's doing is she wants to ask if they have a statue of Lady Liberty, and to see if she's blinded or unblinded.
Lady Justice is blinded.
Oh, Lady
should be.
Yes, Lady Justice is Lady Liberty's older sister
there you go.
by about 400 years.
That's her specialty. She carries
Well,
it behind her
you know
name.
what, someone's coming down to talk to us, so you
Good.
can speak with them and ask them.
Oh, okay.
Because that's what I need to know, and you have it. See how we come together?
There you
That's why
go.
we need
So I
everybody.
was just curious what we've got going on here, especially when you walk out the Mason sign. So
Yes.
I was just wondering.
And a lot of people did notice that.
And none of the officers, no one here knows the answer, so hopefully we're gonna bring some awareness.
Great.
There you go. Thank
Education
you.
is great. That's often
We
what
will
we
not
do.
stop until this is stopped, so.
You're gonna get it right.
Right.
Thank you, ma'am.
much. You doing good? Good, good. It's nice to see you and be able to talk a little more. Yeah, thank you. God bless. Yeah, so we're gonna find out. And again, I'm very, I always give credit where it's due, and I'm happy to see the shift in energy in the case.
That's excellent.
Yeah, of course, DCF is still there with their timelines and things like that, that I have to, I speak out about all the time. These are real people's lives. These are futures of children and families, not just a timeline and contracts. And that for them is what it boils down to. They're very vigorous about it.
And we've noticed, I've noticed in the last few years that the reunification process, if it's even mentioned, is down to strictly a year. Used to they would get extensions and stuff. Those are pretty much unheard of.
And every case is different. There's so many nuances. We all have something. We all need to stop pretending like we don't all have something. No one is
Right.
perfect. We all have something. And, to not be, finding out the intricacies of each case is very, it defeats us. It's not how it should be, and, sorry, I lost the word I was looking for, but,
Hey, Frank Pants.
it's detrimental. It's very detrimental, and these cases need to be looked at. These are families. These are, futures of people. Nobody in the courtroom sees that the families actually interacting or doing anything from a judge or an attorney standpoint, and that needs to be changed. And there's many things that do, but it's just these are futures in lives.
Right.
They make decisions in a courtroom, and then it affects these children's lives for the rest of their life. So we just have to be cognizant. Hi, how are you?
How are you? We're in public, ma'am, and you work
We have
in
a simple
public.
question. That's all.
We're not
Nothing
focusing on you.
controversial. We were just wondering about your Lady Liberty, if she's blinded or unblinded. That's all. If you're aware.
It's actually Lady
Yeah,
Justice.
that's what I was wondering.
It is blinded.
If she's in the courtroom, if she's blinded or blinded here in the county. So, I did try, but I was in a hearing, so I was very focused on that. So I was just asking. Okay. Here in this county. Okay. That's all we wanted to know.
Thank you,
so
ladies.
much. Thank you. God bless. Thank you.
You have a
Bye-bye.
wonderful day.
Are you ready? Was it Fran? Oh, Fran.
Bye, guys.
God bless.
Y'all have a good day.
God bless everyone. Thank you for your service. It is.
It's Friday.
It's a good one too. God bless. Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. sir.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Well, I am so happy for you, Megan.
We just want everyone to do what's right. I mean,
Absolutely.
God forbid John Walsh would lie. God forbid. As I've said a million times, but there's people walking by that need to hear that. Hey, she's got a smile on her face. Yeah. Yeah. Do you mind walking down there for a second, just so we're not in front of everything? And
Part of the Freemason thing.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
good to how that worked out.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look at that. Let's figure something out. I'm like, let's do that instead.
I am John Walsh's daughter.
Oh, I had people trying to tell me that you are not.
Yeah, well, I've also been told I'm not a female either, so, it's fine. And my father tried to say that I was QAnon and Trump supporter and all this when I've never voted in my life, to be honest, because I don't agree.
Yeah.
Uh,
I can't.
You'd think that John Walsh would be really proud. I was brought up by him, and you know, makes up these narrative, presents them to the people, and, you know, fights for these injustices and all of this. And you would think, especially with child trafficking, you know, that he would have more of a fight and be a little more proud. It's very bizarre, the way the turn of events and the way things have happened due to that. You would think that we would be fighting together. The National Center for Missing Exploited Children itself quotes 86% at least of child trafficking comes from the foster care system. That is John Walsh's words. That is his organization's statistics. So where are they fighting for these children? Where are they saving trafficked children? Where are they speaking out, reforming this system? Again, this is not a hidden thing anymore. We all know there are parents across this country. When I was an advocate, before my children even were taken or this was ever an issue, according to my parents, I was a wonderful mother until I started speaking out. And people should really pay attention to that too. You know?
Speaking out, you mean against DCF?
Yes, I've been an advocate for anti-family court and CPS corruption. I've been a national advocate for years now, and my entire town knows that. And a lot of, you know, my supporters and the people in this fight, you know, have known that about me. Right. So, and I, again, when I get my children back, I will not stop. We are, again, not doing anything wrong. We want to truly protect our children. Let's get over it. You know, it's been very interesting to see humanity and see the responses, and we know we're going to get that. My father's John Walsh. I understand where people are coming from. This is a lot. This is a lot. I loved my father, and I forgive him. I love him, but his actions are his, and he needs to be held responsible for whatever he's done. I've never accused him of anything. I've asked questions about my father, about my brother, which I would think John Walsh would also be proud of. You know, this case, again, has been controversial for 40 years. I'm sick of being the bad guy about this. It has been controversial for 40 years, and everyone knows that. My parents have gone to great lengths, including a Sears case and retaliation, everything, to keep their lifestyle private. I would never be I was asking them to get help. I was going no contact because of the abuse and to protect my children. And John Walsh couldn't handle that. He loves my children, I understand, but he's also 76 and he needs help. I was here to help my parents, to be there so that they can know my children. You know, I'm, again, not perfect, but I know my intentions and I know the truth.
Right. And your dad, and I'm sure he does love your children, but I think the way to love them is to try to help people with a mother.
It is. My parents have had a lot of understandable trauma for decades that people have asked them to get help, especially my mother. And then my father was given this position and power and everything. So that really, from a mental health standpoint,
can't be good.
Does not, it is very dangerous. It is very dangerous. And, you know, again, in this town, my father and the sheriff have basically a cult following. And it's very unfortunate, you know, it's very unfortunate. I just hope that people can learn through this. I hope that we can do better moving forward, and I hope that we can learn. You know, all I've asked is to have talks with Eric. Eric and I could sit down in 2 seconds and have a talk about this, and we could actually have it become a good thing. This could either be a horrific situation in the end, or it could be very profound. And that choice is in their hands.
Right.
So.
And they got people willing to help them figure this stuff out.
They do, and anyone should. I've said from the beginning, I'm more than happy to go through a trial that is a proper trial. You could look at anything. You can ask me anything. You know, everything was denied from the beginning, and we just want what's right. That's all.
Right.
That's all.
Well,
So,
that's right. Truth to come into light.
yeah, and it's not rocket science that law enforcement, politicians, and half of America really do admire my dad, and they idolize him in many ways, especially law enforcement. Yeah, and it is. And God forbid, that's the saying that he lies, you know. And I don't really have much else to say about that. It's very simple, it's straightforward.
And we want to thank you for talking with us, and we want to thank you for all the work you've done for others, and for continuing to fight for your children, which is automatic, of course. And we're happy to be here to support you, and anything we can do, we will do, and we will continue to spread the word.
Thank you.
This man's been
This is,
spreading the word.
you know,
This
yeah. Yes, this is John, TGI Now podcast. This is John Carapi. And you know, we aren't looking for things. We are doing what everyone should be doing. You know, we should. Yes. Yes. And you know what purpose and peace it brings when you actually try it out? It's pretty great. It's pretty great.
And this is Lady Justice of the Press.
Yeah.
Things went well, you know. Again,
Shining
I think
the
a
light
lot
of liberty.
people bring up
Be
opportunity
right.
to address. You know, a lot of people are saying, "Oh, they're avoiding the allegations. They're not giving the information." This is an active, confidential case. It is now a federal case. Why would I be giving the details out? We have talked enough. They are claiming that I have mental health issues. They are claiming that I was abusing my children through that. They have no evidence. And the original hearing was based on hearsay. And that's all I'm going to say. We have all the evidence. We know the truth. And everyone on the inside of it does as well. And if people would rather victim shame or go look for the things that might blame these parents and everything, not just me, this isn't personal, about blaming the parents, so help them God. I hope that they go home and I hope that they think about things. I hope I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I hope that no one has to experience this like we are. But you know what, as a humanity, to see people go first to shaming someone going through it versus research, versus looking into it, you know, it is very heartbreaking, actually, out of all of it. My children are gone, but I know the truth about that. I know the fight about that. To see humanity, and I know many have now seen and are realizing through this, and I'm thankful to God. I give him all the glory and the praise and truth, you know. That's all we can ask
We've had a lot of
for.
messages, Megan. I've forwarded you some of the people about returning. People have sent us hundreds of messages. I've never seen anything like it in my entire life. I'm absolutely just floored by it. It's a little hard to hear these messages or read them. It's very difficult. But we have to. You know, and these are people that are going to be in the pipeline that are going to need help down the road.
Yes.
And need help
It's
now.
all real families,
Yes,
real
real
children.
families.
These are real
real
children
stories.
and being stolen.
Yes.
And if you want to say, and it makes you sleep at night, that, oh, she must have done something, then,
Exactly what they
then
all
fine.
do.
Then that's you, and that's obviously something that you need to reconcile within yourself. So, you know what, I support every mother, I support every parent. I think we need to address loopholes within that, especially the father's rights movement as well, and dealing with abuse. But nonetheless, I support parents. I support healthy parenting. I am not opposed to therapy. I'm a trained therapist and life coach. I vowed to never be how I grew up, and I've done the work, and everyone knows
Did
that.
the opposite.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
solved
and
what
I'm
you wanted
proud
to do,
of
something
that.
you didn't want to do.
Yep.
You're breaking the karmic cycle in your family.
I am.
It ends
Right.
with you.
I am.
I
was
believe
breaking
that. Yeah, you
generational
are.
cords
You are.
in this blue line.
Absolutely. It all ends with you, and I know that. I see that.
Thank you.
And that's, and that's the thing. And your nose, it looks fantastic. You want to tell everybody about what you put on your nose and your cancer?
Yes, because I want everyone to know about
Yes,
it,
yes,
actually.
it looks
You're
great.
welcome,
It
everybody.
looks really
Thank
good.
you.
I mean, I've seen it over the last 8 months, and
Yeah, it looks way better.
Thank
that
you.
stuff works fantastic.
It's amazing. And
What
what
is
I
it?
do
Yeah,
is
what is
I
it?
help people look at their physical issues and everything and how that relates to trauma and where it's held in your body and how we can heal this. Also naturally. I'm a mother. I'm a young mother. I'm not going to go get radiation on my head. I'm not going to have my whole forehead put on my face. I'm going to try something natural that does have studies. For everyone out there that wants to doubt it, does have studies, and actually the government owned the patent before we had access to it. And it is specifically for basal cell carcinoma.
Basal cell carcinoma.
And that is what I have on my face. I have basal cell carcinoma skin cancer. So anyone that wants to say I am,
That's the patent
that
number.
I am,
We have
we have the
patent
patent
number.
number right here. The United States was actually ordered to research it for the people, and they refused. And then private doctors went and did the research, got the patent, and the U.S. government bought the patent and kept it.
All
Now
by
we have dispensaries.
All by design.
Yeah.
This is the patent number.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's all
But I want to say,
US
and you know what? It is what it is.
201-300-59018. US
You know, a lot of
patent.
people also, I saw comments saying there's more to the story. There's more.
Yeah, for
There's
skin. Okay,
absolutely
yeah.
more to this story.
Yes.
Tons more.
There absolutely is. Thank you. Thank you.
And that's the thing. You read the comments,
You
but you
have
realize
nothing
that
can touch you.
exactly. You
And
see
of
read the comments.
cancer.
People are letting people know the
2011.
truth. They're spreading
Yeah.
it. They're showing them
Yeah.
and saying, "Hey, go down the rabbit hole. Here you go.
Yeah.
Take a look at what you
It's
think
there.
is what
No,
right,
I've
what's
seen
wrong."
one negative comment and 20
Yes.
positive ones.
Me too.
Actually knowing facts,
Yes.
actually having invested in our situation for the bigger picture. Brilliant, amazing, and thank you. You know, that's what more people should be doing. And I am so encouraged to see these examples being set through this horrific situation. Truly.
You're holding up great.
Thank you. If I was crazy, I think I would have I would not be here
Yeah,
a
very
year
well.
plus
Yeah.
over with all of my children, my home, my car, my career, my future career. People can go look at my website, please, that I started for my beautiful family community learning farm that I wanted to give space for kids to come to after school. I
What was
wanted to
that
be part of
called,
the
Megan,
community,
please?
and I wanted to provide learning and natural living.
Real education.
Yes, music classes we were doing, story times for children, you know, animal care classes. It was beautiful. I was growing turmeric. Yeah,
What is website?
I left Hollywood. I left everything. I was a fashion designer. I was a musician with my own EP that I wrote and produced. I lived in India for 3 years of my life, left Manhattan and picked up and moved to India. I've been a religious scholar with degrees for over 20 years. I was trained under Gabrielle Bernstein, which is under Oprah. I am Kripalu. I am a trained meditation teacher, a healer. I don't think that I could keep on going. I was in school for functional nutrition when this happened.
And you know what you call that? That's practice for what you're going to do next.
It is.
Yeah,
It truly
practice.
is. And I want
It's
full
all
healing
practice.
for
You
all
have-
of
yeah,
us.
exactly.
I do.
Yeah,
And there
that's-
are many people like me out there, and I want
Absolutely.
people to know that. Through this, I have seen what good people
Practice,
have.
practice,
Yeah.
practice. And that's
Mhm.
what it comes down to. You're doing all that work to see what's coming next.
Yep.
And the future
Yep.
is bright, the best is yet to come, and you will get your
best
children
is
back,
yet
and
to
everything
come.
will work out. And we know that, and that's why you just keep doing this.
Parents are being given a certain narrative, a certain way to raise their children, what's right and wrong and everything, instead of following our God-given gift of being parents and being given these children. And we really need to be offering and speaking these different and better ways, you know, natural living and how a family can move through issues and hardships. This is something that's, inevitable in life. We are going to have hardships. We're going to have disagreements. We're going to have misunderstandings. And I think as a humanity, if we can just hopefully move into a space of compassion, all calm down and ground our energy these days. We're all living so high up in our body that's why we're seeing our souls are not able to arrive here. This is a scary place these days. I think everyone can admit that. And we have a lot of it living and residing higher up in the body, which is creating mental illness, anxiety, depression, all of these things. And these are ancient beliefs and knowledge. This is not, and it's not unchristian. The Lord put all of this in us. He is within us, and He is our healer.
We're going to heal ourselves. We're going to have to. We're going to have to do it. We
He
have
gave
to.
us all the power to do so in our
It's always-
bodies and in
it's there all the
ourselves.
time.
And I'm not against, vaccine. I shouldn't say that, but I'm not against, anything. This isn't against. This is offering more information and an option. The rest is up to everyone else. We are all our own people under
Your
God.
choice.
Yeah.
I'm glad things went well today.
Thank you.
Keep updating everybody and just keep
Yeah.
doing what you're doing.
I can't thank everyone enough. This has been incredible. It's something, I wanted the country to find out for all of us, for all of our sake, but I never expected it to be like this. And I am so encouraged, and I can't thank everyone enough that's sharing, that's calling DeSantis, that has come up with these ideas, I'm fighting for all of us, and I've lost all for the truth. And now for people to really be stepping up and helping, and it is just in itself just such a beautiful, beautiful testimony to humanity while we're seeing the other testimonies as well that aren't so great.
I think when it comes down to it, there's more good people out there.
That's what
there
I'm.
is bad.
Thank you, thank you, Amy, because that's what I'm trying to get here. Through this, I know a lot of people are mortified by humanity these days, and especially the United States. And I am here, like always, to say, you know what, I've been shown and I've seen in the worst of times, and there are truly more good people than there are bad, and everything is coming to light.
And I have a question for you. Your website is?
The website for the farm, which isn't up
I know
anymore,
it's not.
but it was Family
Oh, okay.
Farm and spelled out A-N-D Faith FAITH.com, and it's still up there.
Oh, so we can still go look at it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's still
great.
up there. We were offering food, and I was developing it, so I was going along, and I wasn't thinking I was putting it out yet, but yeah, I was developing a career. I left Hollywood. I left everything to be a healer and to help.
I'm glad you're
people.
out of that place.
I am too. Praise God.
Yeah.
Praise God. And again, we are not saints. We are all imperfect. And when you can come to different realizations and correct things in your life, or speak up about abuse, or help others around you, these are beautiful things. This is what evolution of humanity is. This is how we grow. This is how we become more compassionate people. And through that, we see truth more clearly. Truly.
We face the truth, we see it clear with no disguise.
Amen.
Spirit of discernment.
It is, and it's real. That's real.
It's real.
Again,
It's real life. This is
try
real
it
life.
out.
This is
Thank you.
real life.
Try it out.
This is real life.
This
What
is
you,
real
what
life.
you what you see on TV is not real life, and what you
No.
don't see on TV, when you see something like this that's not on TV, you got to realize this is real life. You realize what you realize, and that's
Yes.
that's the bottom line.
Yes.
And people see this. Look, there's 3 people out here with you, me, and and
We're here.
and we're putting it out for everybody
Yeah.
because nobody else is seeing it, nobody's covering it. We're covering it, and you're speaking your authentic truth, and that's what this is all about.
And it absolutely is. It absolutely is. And that was another thing. Like there's public personas and there's private lives, especially with elites or celebrity or whatever these terms are using for them.
False items.
It is. It's false
Yeah, I
idols.
agree.
And, speaking of narrative and TV, I can speak to that because that was one of the first things that I started questioning with my father was my dear, dear best friend, rest in peace, Lindsay Harris, was groomed and trafficked out of the Finger Lakes, upstate New York, where we lived during half the year, well, they live half the year. And she was profiled. My father put her on America's Most Wanted, one of his subsequent shows at the time, and I watched him make up the entire narrative about my friend. I know the truth of my friend, and he knows who actually killed her, and he knows that she wasn't a drug addict. This is a playbook, you guys. To say someone is mental, I don't know how to, help you all out. I'm trying to be light about this. But this is a playbook, and especially to women, that has been done for decades, okay? My father's family had it in his family. I watched my dad, he's doing it to me now. I've watched him help other friends of his in this town with the old sheriff do this to women and drive them out of town and take their children. You say they're crazy, you grab your chest, you say we've done everything, we'll take the children, we're the saviors. And you know what, that's actually very mob mentality, make the accusations before the victim can. And it's dirty. And you know what, we also need to understand guilty until proven innocent, which is very unfortunate because it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty.
And the crazy thing is, in a situation like this, you're not even suspected or accused of a crime, yet you still go in the sham form of criminal court to be trial like a criminal.
Think you'd be
And we
crazy.
already have the
Smash that
reports
like
and
that.
documents of my
Tickle
father
that
making
like
the
that.
false reports to the police on the arrest that people want. This is part of the playbook. They discredit you. They slander you. They do things to make you crazy and break you. That's why they took my children, everybody. They know that my children are my entire life. They know that. So we just have to realize these things. And, again, we have the reports of my dad. We have everything. I don't need to speak out. I want people, there's a point to this. Let this not be in vain. Go research. Go find out your rights. Go rethink some things about your life or where you live or your community. Start getting out there and making sure. This is about accountability, transparency. These people have been given immunity to the highest of levels. They think they can do whatever they want, and that's unfortunate.
Right.
I'm not complaining
And that's
about
not just
that. That's
DCF,
unfortunate.
that's all our public
It's
servants,
courts, it's
our
lawyers,
cops,
the attorneys, it's everything. You have to understand this whole network. You know, that is a network. They all, like, you go to work every day and you have coworkers that you know and you see every day in the office. That is what this is as well. And many people don't know because they haven't. I've never had a criminal record. I've never had substance issues. I've never had anything at all. I was forced into a rehab at 28 years old, and for nothing.
Wow.
You know, again, telling my parents that this was their abuse. You won't listen, John MeghanWalsh. We understand the abuse because of your past, but that is what this is, and it's time to acknowledge it. You know, it should be a blessing that your daughter doesn't have mental illness.
Yeah, right.
Why would you speak that? They've been speaking that over me since I was small, and cancer as well. Okay, I want everyone to know that.
I mean, people don't realize that, you know, like you said, people know what goes on behind closed doors. And the bottom line is that they have as much mental illness as anybody because they're the ones that cover the things up and they're the ones that have to live with it.
Mm-hmm.
They only put the narrative over your face, and that's what I understand by knowing an alcoholic mother that I had and what she went through with abuse and neglect in her home and the trauma that she went through.
Yes.
If she was watching this case right now, she'd be like, you know what, John? Nobody came out of that house sane.
No
Because
one.
There's no way.
No
There's
one.
no
I
way.
should be a heroin
It's a
addict
miracle
by
you
now,
did.
and I
No one
thank
comes out of
God
that house
every
sane.
day. Nobody.
So who's that? How are they not
All
mental
my
ill?
brothers, my parents.
Exactly.
It's very, and they have all been resistant to therapy. It's not them. They have pawned me out, and I have risen to the occasion. When then the therapist stops seeing them and can't work with them and don't know what to do. And all they do is beg these doctors, harass the doctors for a diagnosis. This is also, we just had Britney Spears. Everyone's acting like they don't know about conservatorships and guardianships. You could take all of the characters in her mess and you could literally replace the names with people in my mess. So, you know what? And Florida is one of the largest states, again, for conservatorship and guardianship fraud. And this is not just about children, this is about our veterans. This is about our veterans that went and fought for our rights, and they come back here, and you all have them because of their fight, and now they are used and put in the system.
Also
It
seniors.
That's what and seniors, absolutely. And we have to, these are the most vulnerable people of our society that we need to be protected. It is so wrong, and I just hope people see this so clearly. I hope so. I pray that it becomes
And we're
clear.
going to keep sharing everything. And I got a friend that's going to collapse some of your old interviews together, so make it a little bit easier for people to get the context.
Absolutely, yeah.
He's working
piece
on it.
all the
The guy that
interviews
was here
together
every day,
and
working
that would be
on it.
awesome.
And I've
because that
had
would
full
piece of a
tran-
timeline of everything.
I've had full transparency for over a year. People can go Google it. They can look on YouTube. Again, like we were saying here, we'll provide stuff. But, you know, again, this is really about humanity and where we all come from when we're seeing other things, whether we step forward, how we judge each other, you know, what the truth is that comes out, how we're allowing our society to operate, these kinds of notions,
And our
you know, are
society
very
is
important.
so worried about hurting people's feelings over things.
are
But yeah,
treated
they're
like
not worried
cattle.
about real serious issues like this. You know, but we're getting there too.
It's easier, you know, it's easier to do that.
we're getting it out there.
But
I
this
see
is
it.
real. And you know what? It's actually a beautiful thing when you can address it, when you realize it. It's a beautiful
And
thing.
it's a beautiful thing that you can stand out here and speak your truth and just tell everybody and be authentic and be your true authentic self
Thank
and not
you.
disguise anything.
Yeah, it
Just
is.
be Megan.
It is nice
It's
to
healing
finally
for
be.
you.
I've lived
You're-
40 years almost for John and MeghanWalsh.
Like that.
I showed up for anything they needed, even emotionally, whatever they needed at the time. And I'm sick of being a parent. I love my parents. I want them to get help. That's it. They deserve it. This is not the way.
Not too late.
This is not the
It's
way.
not too late. It's
I
not too
just
late.
asked if they would use a Christian mediator and if they would be willing to speak. And from my father, it was a hard no, which is sad. It's heartbreaking.
But that's free will choice. So
It
they,
is.
so they go through their path. And So everybody has their own collective
Their own
dream,
journey.
their own
Yep.
dream, and it's their own dream. And the collective dream is coming alive, and the truth shall be told.
It will.
That's,
It will.
and it all
I feel
comes
so
out in the end.
blessed to be where I am and my faith in the Lord and the timing, His timing. It's hard sometimes, but it's always His timing, and I'm just honored for that. I feel blessed more and more every day.
The more we
Truly.
speak out it, the more it gets out there into the universe.
It is.
And the universe will answer the call. It'll happen.
This is a global issue.
It is true.
I didn't make it up. So sorry,
No,
guys.
you
I wish
didn't.
I was that original.
It's been going on for years. All right, well, we're gonna let you go, darling.
God bless you
I
guys.
love you. Stay in contact.
All right.
Thank you.
John.
Nice to see you again. Thank you so much for coming around.
Yeah, and we'll be
doing this
sharing
thing,
it.
guys.
This is Lady Jessica. I'm trying to
Yes,
get her-
thanks, guys.
You can tell her to tag it, put your video up there, tag it so we can get all these views up there. And my friend's working on the other one. He should be done this weekend.
Cool. No, that's it.
And we're gonna
All
be
takes.
spreading it everywhere.
That's
I'll
it.
give
All
you a
takes.
hug too.
All right,
Hi,
thank
Lady
you.
Liberty.
Lady Justice, Liberty Press.
Oh, Lady Justice.
Yeah. It's all good.
Here's Hunter Callahan. He's one of the first children to speak out about CPS corruption and the adoption system. I followed him for years. His name is Hunter Callahan, and he is amazing.
Thank you guys
He is
for
on
being in here
Facebook.
to tell
Please
Rob.
go look at him and his story. He's been speaking out for years. They then got his, he talks about how when you are put through the system, how then they follow you afterwards. They go out, look at your children. They try to take in your children, and how this keeps going on generationally in our country.
Right.
Huge aspect
true.
to this. Huge. It also correlates with the prison system. So please, look into Hunter Callahan. He's
Thank Hunter Callahan.
yeah.
All right, bye.
Ladies,
everybody.
drive safe.
See you
God
guys.
Thank
bless
you.
I'll talk to
Thank
you later today.
I'll talk
All
to you
right.
later. Bye.
Love
Thanks.
you. Bye.
Well, y'all, thank you so very much for joining us. That was an awesome interview with MeghanWalsh, the daughter of John Walsh. And she did speak up and speak out, saying that there is no reason why her children were taken. Claims of mental health issues and drug issues, which were not substantiated, unfounded. Things are turning into Megan Walsh's favor today. We will be keeping up with this story as we learn more. We will be also putting out there.
More and sharing more.
Sharing
I've
more.
already shared tons of stuff on our community pages. Well, on my community page, she's sharing some of hers.
Yeah.
Facebook, we've been sharing stuff. That's the guy TGI Now podcast on Facebook.
Yeah.
We've been sharing his channel, and he's been sharing my videos. And we got to get just the second one up there because we had run out of memory on her phone.
Yeah.
Anyway, can we get to the vehicle maybe?
Yeah. We can get in there.
I want to use the restroom in there, but I was on a video.
Yeah.
And then when we get in here, maybe I can look at your screen a little bit and talk to people.
Yeah.
You put on the mount. You don't mind.
No, I don't mind.
And we'll find some restroom a little bit.
Anyway, it's fabulous that each and every one of you guys were in here.
Appreciate
You
you
stuck
guys being
around. Yeah.
Man, last night I tried to sleep, but I still didn't get but about 4 or 5 hours. But I wasn't that tired this morning. I mean, I was tired, but I was able to get up pretty easy. Lady Justice called and woke me up like I asked her to.
Yeah. Sometimes I do what people ask me to do.
Yeah. She.
I'm really good.
She pays attention. No, she behaves herself once in a while.
Yeah, once in a while.
Yeah, every once in a while. No, just play. Great woman. Good girl.
I do try to do the best I can. Oh,
Where's my phone?
that's your
Shit. Let me cut my Bluetooth off real quick, guys. Sorry about that. Crap, Cyclo, we ain't gonna knock it off that quick.
it's
Thank
all
God.
good.
No, for that.
These cops say what they want and people suffer. No
Yeah.
concern about the people they say they are
protection.
there to help. That is so true. Who's saying that? Cammed up caveman. You are absolutely correct on that comment.
Still.
Absolutely.
And then we'll find some restroom around here.
Yeah.
I didn't want to. I was so happy to see her come on court with a smile on her face.
You want to find a bathroom, right?
Please.
Okay.
Okay.
If you can.
You shut me
put-
out and stuff hanging in a mirror, you're going to be like that guy that cop killed. Got pulled over for the air freshener. Y'all remember that?
I forgot all about that. But yeah.
Let's move that thing.
Some-
You moved
some,
it. No, you didn't. You just
Some,
lost the camera. Thank you.
yeah, some, okay, if you can put up, well, maybe there's something.
The map.
Yeah,
Or do you say bathroom right here?
maybe.
Yeah. That we find a bathroom and then I'm going to speak to everybody and let you speak to people and tell them thank you and then we end this.
Yeah. Anyway, y'all, I want to ask that you please smash that like button, tickle that like button, rub that like button.
Just play all with it.
Yeah, just play with that like
whatever
button.
suits your fancy, man. But yeah, we really appreciate you guys being here.
Absolutely.
This is a huge case. It's not just her case, like she said. It's been going on for so long, and I do know there are some bad parents, but you know, those parents, you know, if you're abusing your child, hey, yeah, you should get criminal charges against you.
Absolutely, and let the criminal system handle that.
But why? You know, I never even thought about it, but I knew it, but I never really thought about it that way. The criminal system is handling family court, which I always do. Family court is a sham, and you have no charges against you.
Well, yeah, she has no charges, but her children have been stripped from her. She's got a newborn baby that is in the foster care system. Lord knows where she's at. But Megan did have some good
Oh, you get a
news
super
coming in.
shot, somebody. Thank you, whoever that was.
Yeah, a Banana Anna gave me $4.99, and I don't know who the other one was.
Thank God.
Thank you, guys.
Put that shit in gas.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. As expensive as gas
It
is
sure
nowadays,
is.
every cent helps.
Sure is. I checked to see if they had the records on my email while we were down there, but they're not ready yet.
They're not ready, yeah.
Yeah, but it's okay. I mean, it was a lot of stuff I asked for. It's going to take a minute.
Right?
I'm
I
sure.
don't know where a
A
bathroom
restroom?
is.
Okay,
Yeah, I
look.
feel like I'm just
No,
kind
hold
of
on, hold on.
wasting time
No,
and
no,
gas.
we're gonna we were
Oh,
right
there's
here
a
near
Burger King
Okay,
right
let's
there.
go to Burger King. And then go to Burger King and then we can speak to people. Actually, I can take this off and speak to people if you don't mind. And then we can go use the restroom. Maybe get us something to eat if you're hungry. Okay, live chat. Alright, let's see. Why is the chat hidden? Did I do that?
What?
I hit it. Okay. Alright, it was an accident. Hey, Blue Steel. You want a Coke from Burger King? I understand. Hey guys, I really appreciate you guys being here. I'm sorry that my live didn't work, but it doesn't really matter because I'm just glad you guys were here to see it, and I'm glad she came out there with that big smile on her face.
Yes.
That's from getting attention on this shit. That's from people sharing this.
Yes. Thank you, everyone that has shared.
Mm-hmm.
That comes in to listen. That,
Yes.
Thank you.
And we're gonna continue working on it. Us and you probably put right here. I don't know. And some other people. There was some people you met today. Oh look, you got another super chat from Jesus is King, $1.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. That's okay. Every little bit of it's appreciated. Okay, here's your phone. I'm just gonna go back. Is there anybody else on there I want to say hey to? I can't go back no further. Well, anyway, I love you all and I appreciate you all. Let's turn on us for a minute so we can say hey to everybody together. Hey guys, it's us together.
Hey.
We appreciate y'all coming. And you want to say thank you, people?
Yeah, thank you all for joining us in this crusade, in this bringing light and awareness, shining that light of liberty.
Yeah.
Right, absolutely. And we will ask that you guys continue to share this everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Because
There's
if this,
a long fight left. Yeah.
absolutely.
Just 'cause
And if
she got
this
one
can
decent
happen
day
to,
for it.
if this could happen to her, it can happen to any of us. You know, it just takes some accusations.
All it takes is a phone call.
Just one phone call and one accusation, and that's it.
Just like the police.
Yep,
You know,
just like the
until it
police.
happens to you.
Oh yeah, back the blue until it happens to you.
Mm-hmm. All right, well,
All right.
guys, we're gonna go here and use the restroom. We might even give us a burger. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah.
At least a milkshake. Love you guys.
Love you
Thank you
guys.
so much. I'm American Amy.
And I'm Lady Justice Liberty Press. And let's giddy up.
Sounds good.